Hello everyone, welcome to your favorite CAT channel Quantifiers. Today in our daily DILR series, we are going to cover a very interesting set on Venn diagram optimization. It is one of a unique set that has, I have received as a doubt 3 to 4 times. So if you have done this type of set once, I assure you, you will never face the difficulty again. Let's see what the set is. And like always, before we proceed, this is the comprehensive overview of the courses that we share. That we provide. Our new course is going to start in 10 days. So if you are interested, you can join with the link given in the description. Or you can also text me in case of any queries. My number is 9988656560. Okay. So let's move ahead. So let's see what the set is all about. A class of 100 students was asked to choose from quizzing, painting and reading as vacation activities. Each student was picked at least one of the 3 activities. The number of students who picked painting, quizzing and reading are PQR respectively, and then there are questions based on it. So it is a Venn diagram set. So the total universe is of 100 students. Now, what is further given to us? First one says, okay, also assign me P, Q and R. So this is our painting, quizzing and reading. First question says, if each activity was picked by a distinct number of students, हर activity को distinct number of students ने choose किया, what is the maximum possible of number of students? What is the maximum number possible of a student with the least student? Activity is the least student. यानी कि सबसे पहले तो मैंने PQR को मैक्सिमाइज करना है. इनको मैक्सिमाइज करने के बाद मैंने ये भी सोचना है कि एक तो डिस्टिंक्ट होना चाहिए. डिस्टिंक्ट मींस फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से P इज ग्रेटर देन Q इज ग्रेटर देन R. ये होना चाहिए डिस्टिंक्ट. एंड हर एक्टिविटी ज्यादा से ज्यादा होनी चाहिए. Each activity should be maximized. This is the basic crux of the question. Now there is one point that you should keep in mind which will help you along this set and also in Venn diagrams. So these are regions A, B, C, D, E, F and G. These are the various regions. You tell me one thing, if you are watching it, just think it yourself, that at what variable, at what position should I keep any number in order to maximize all of these. मैं यहाँ पे कौन सी जगह पे नंबर रखूं कि मेरी सारी चीजें मैक्सिमाइज हो जाए एक साथ. ठीक है. See, very easy to see. It will be G because G belongs to all 3. जितना बड़ा मेरा G होगा उतनी ही ज्यादा मैं allocations कर सकता हूँ easily. For example, let us say I am putting G as 70, which means my painting is 70, quizzing is 70, reading is already 70. Now I can allocate the remaining 30 in my way in order to optimize my order, increasing or decreasing order. This is what I can do. Now, let us try to maximize it as much as possible. Let us say if I keep it 100. If I keep it 100, all the activities are 100, which means that I will be failing this condition that P is greater than Q is greater than R, क्योंकि मुझे किसी ना किसी को तो बड़ा करना ही है. So 100 cannot be there. Let us say I put it 99. If I am putting it 99, I am left with only one activity. No matter where I place it, 2 of my activities will be equal. For example, if I keep it here, Q will become 100, P and R will be 99. If I keep it, if I keep the one, let's say if I keep the one here, then my P and Q both will be 100, R will be 99. Which means with 99 also I cannot optimize. Let us keep it at 98. Now, if I am keeping it 98, all the activities are 98. 98, 98 and 98. Now 98, 99 and 100. These are the 3 possibilities. Can I make it somehow? So दो numbers बचे हैं मेरे पास. किसी एक को 99 करना है, किसी दो को 100 करना है, किसी एक को 99, किसी एक को 100 करना है. How can I do it? See, अब अपना दिमाग लगाओ बहुत easily. अगर मैं 2 के 2 यहाँ दे देता हूँ, remaining 2, one will become 100, other will become 98 only. Remain 98. Let me give 2 here. Both will become 100. It is also not needed. Let me just give 1 here. In this case, both P and Q are now 99 and 99. And let's give 1 here. In this case, P becomes 100 Q becomes 99 and R becomes 98. And also my maximum number of students will be 98 in this case. So this is how you go about this open-ended question, right? I hope the concept is clear to you. The only point you needed to keep in mind was that in order to maximize all of the activities, I need to maximize the middle variable that belongs to all three. Okay. Let's read the next one. P, Q, R are distinct integers such that P is greater than Q is greater than R. If the value of P is maximum possible, what can be the maximum number of students who have picked up both quizzing and reading but not painting? So मुझे quizzing and reading को maximize करना है. I want to maximize this region. Also, I am given that P is less than Q is less than R, but I have to maximize P also. This is also the constraint. Okay, P is also the maximum possible. Okay, let's think about it. Okay, so there are two approaches we can follow. One, we can try to use options. Okay, let us try to do that first. Okay, I know I have to maximize this region. जो मेरे पास region है मुझे इसको maximize करना है. What is the maximum value available? Maximum value available is 50. Let me try to put 50 here. If I am putting 50 here, Q is also 50, R is also 50. I want to maximize P and I want to increase R also. Let us give only one more to R. So if I am giving one more to R, this becomes 51. This remains 50. And now how many students I have consumed? I have consumed right now up to this point, I have consumed 51 students. 50 plus 1, 51 students. So remaining are 49 that can be allocated to P only. So in this way, I can maximize my given number. ठीक है, इस तरीके से मैं इसको maximize कर सकता हूँ. My answer will be 50 in this case. ठीक है. Now let us say theta type का question होता. Let us say I am not having any option. Then how should I approach? And you should always approach that what is the maximum number I can keep here, or what is the maximum value it cannot take. आपको ये पता है कि यार P is total 100 students है. अगर मैं सिर्फ P को let's say 51 दे देता हूँ, तो can I say my balance will not be there, because even if P is 51, then how can these be larger than this? So P cannot be 51. What can be P? P can be 50. अगर मैं P को 50 करता हूँ तो भी दोनों कैसे ज्यादा होंगे? Let me do P as 49. So if I am giving P as 49, now I will do reverse engineering. Then 51 is left. Still I need to maximize this region. See, there would have been lot many constraints अगर ये ना होता तो मैं 49 को शायद यहाँ रख लेता या यहाँ रख लेता या कहीं भी रख लेता, but मुझे इसको भी maximize करना है. I want to maximize this too. Let's keep this now 51. Now I will say that both Q and R are equal, but I want to maximize R also. So let's reduce one from here. Let's give one here. So in this way, 49, 15, 51, I'll get my required result. So my required result in this case will be the final will be 50. 50 is my required answer. So this completes my second question. Now let's read the next one. The third says, if the students are allowed to not pick even a single activity, यानी कि कुछ students ऐसे हैं जो यहाँ भी आएंगे जो single activity कोई भी activity में participate नहीं करते. Then the number of students and the number of students who have opted the three activities is equal to total number of students. यानी कि जो आपकी P plus Q plus R है, इसको आपने 100 भी बनाना है किसी तरीके से. You want to make it 100 also, but also you want to maximize this value. Okay, what is the maximum number of people who have not picked any activity? Let's think about it. Let's do some hit and trial again. I want to maximize this. Okay, sorry. I want to maximize this region, which means I want to minimize this region. अब मुझे इस region को minimize भी करना है और इसका total भी 100 बनाना है. Now let us say I have kept X number of students for this place. For these three circles, I have kept X number of students. Now tell me, where should I keep this X so that it is increasing the individual students and is adding up to the total individually? मेरे कहने का क्या मतलब है कि मैं उन X students को कहाँ रखूं? Let's say मैंने X को यहाँ रखा तो मेरे पास P के पास तो X student हो गए. अब मुझे Q और R में भी कुछ student डालने और total भी 100 करने. तो let's say इसका तो कोई फायदा ही नहीं हुआ. अब अगर मैं X को रखता हूँ यहाँ पे, let's say I'm keeping the X over here. Now my P also has X student, Q also has X student, but R does not has any student. Which means that here also I'm not maximizing my variables. Now, what did we learn in the first question? We learned in the first question that if I am keeping any variable here, I'll be maximizing all my constants, which means x belongs to here, x belongs to here, x belongs to here, which means my total number of students here are 3x. So if this is 3x, I have to make it 100. I have to make it 100. Now, what value should I keep x as so as to maximize it? ठीक है, क्या रख सकता हूँ ज़्यादा? 33, because if I keep it 33, it will go as close to 100 as possible. जैसे मैंने 33 रखा, मेरा P भी 33 हो गया, Q भी 33 हो गया, R भी 33 हो गया. Now my total number of students are 99, but I have to make it 100. So let me allocate one student randomly to any place. Let's say मैंने यहाँ पे one student रख दिया because I am not having any constraint that P should be greater than Q should be greater than R. In this case, I have used 34 students out of 100, and I have also made the student who participate in any of the games equal to 100. वो भी मैंने कर दिया. And the maximum value that can take place here is 100 minus 34, that is 66. 66 is the required answer. So this answer is 66. I hope the concept is clear to you. Let us now look at the last question. What is the last question? The number of students selecting quizzing was 60% more than the number of students who selected painting. यानी कि अगर पेंटिंग को 10 लोगों ने किया तो क्विजिंग को 16 ने किया, ठीक है. And the number of students who selected painting, who selected reading was only 40% number of students who selected painting. So reading वालों को इनसे 40% ज़्यादा नहीं किया. So reading is 40. So basically P is to Q is to R is 10, 16 and 14 or 5, 8 and 7. So then it is given to us the number of students who selected at least one activity was same as the total number of students, which means that I have to again make the total equal to 100. Okay. If there were at most 3 students in every possible combination of multiple activities, every possible combination means यहाँ पे ये combination activities हैं, यहाँ पे at most 3 आएगा. So these values should be 3, 2, 1 or 0. Anything about that. What is the maximum number of students who have selected only reading? Only reading को maximize करना है. क्या पंगा है? कुछ भी नहीं है. All this is totally just to confuse us. If I divide my students in this ratio only, 5:8 into 7, total students are 100. So this will be 5 by 20 into 125, 40 and 30. So reading को I can give 35, ठीक है. Quizzing को I have to give 40 and इसको I have to give 25. Now can I say if I want to maximize this, I can put all the 35 here, I can put all the 25 here, I can put all the 40 here. This will be 0, 0 and 0, which is not of any issue because they are saying that any combination activity was having in every combination of multiple activities, यहाँ पे 3 students आएंगे maximum, at most 3 students. So it is not necessary to give any value here. ठीक है? Even if it was necessary to give, then the condition would have been different and we would have approached it a bit differently. But ultimately I can do that, I can allocate 0, which means in this case the maximum number of students with reading is 35. So the answer to this question is 35. So with this I have completed my set and it is one of the finest set on Venn diagram. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning it. And once you have learned, you will never face difficulty in facing any kind of problem in such cases. With this I will wrap up my session. Thank you so much guys. Have a great day.